works. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. I'm really hoping this works, you guys. My phone is rebelling against me today. Welcome, welcome. Say hi in the comments if you can hear me, and I will pull up the comments so that I can at least hear you guys for the most part in the comments. How is everyone? Happy Wednesday. So I have my little like spookiness here, like just a little bit of 'tis the season, right? I thought I'm gonna add a little bit. Actually, I was taking some fun pictures. We'll share more of that later, but I thought I'm gonna keep this on my craft table. Little like, I don't know, just there's something fun and festive about it. I really do think I might decorate for Halloween in my little craft room. I might even decorate for Christmas in here. I try to spend whatever free time that I can get, of course. It's important to have some of those moments doing things that you enjoy, and so it would be fun to have a little bit of that decoration in here. Do any of you guys do that? I really honestly didn't even think about it until I had this in here, and then I thought, why don't I add a little bit more seasonal decoration? I enjoy it, and I should add it to my little space as well. All right, welcome, welcome. Hello, Lori. How are you, Sue? How are you guys? All right, so for today's crafting, I'm actually gonna be doing a product spotlight here, and I'll just get it out of the way. If you don't have the Quirky set, and I'm gonna show you different ways that you can add this to your collection and some fun ways that I've personally been creating with it. It's been spotlighted in the last Create a Life You Love. Was that last month's? Yes. Kiwi Club Kit. So if you haven't like had a chance to see some of those samples, we spotlighted the Quirky set a lot in there, and you'll see little details that you'll notice after this crafted. And then also in the newest, some of those newest samples that we used with the Sugar Rush. And when I say we, myself, Debbie, and Shiloh, over in that digital idea book. So I just thought I would take a moment to kind of share some of those different ways that you can play to create with the Quirky set as you go add to your different layouts or cards or journals or anything like that. So let's jump right into it. What I was gonna share was we are doing a, let me grab it, flash sale, and it starts tonight at 6:00 p.m. Mountain Standard. So yes, that was 10 minutes ago. I am 10 minutes late here. Excuse me. And then we haven't done a flash sale for a bit, but they were really fun. We've done them a few other times during crafting events. So for those of you that are joining us live, feel free to jump on over if you want to add this to your collection and use the code that I just put into the comments here, and it's valid through the 8th of October, so through the weekend, and it's Quirky25. So the name of this designer template set, and then Quirky25. Okay, so super fun. Okay, so I just put that in the comments as well. All right, so first off, this doodle set is so much fun. Like I told you, it's great for adding a flourish to your notes or to your daily planners, or really just anywhere you want, like of a doodle sheet. Now, you can also use them as a stencil. I'll show you a couple ways we use them as doodling, and then as a stencil. We actually released this when some people were mentioning like they wanted some alphabets, and I was like, you know what, I don't know. Those are moments where I pull out my stickles, or for those of you that have like crickets or anything like that, the alphabets really are nice. I don't really cut those out personally, but I have had moments where I want like a subtitle, something smaller, or as a little note, or to pull a little tension that I didn't always have the perfect colored stickers or anything like that. So it was nice to have these doodle sheets. So here are just a few ways that I use this again, this is kind of showcasing some of these layouts that I created with the Create a Life You Love kit. And I remember when I was creating this layout, you know, I thought I don't want anything really bulky here. And so what I did is I just took a fine point pen, right? And this is kind of one, I need to buy a couple more of these. The other day it's like my scissors all over again, but I went to go find it because it's one of those basic essential tools that I reach for often. Literally, I keep it with all of these other things in my play to create tool bag that I have here. And I was losing my mind. I was like, where is my thing here? Or my pen, and my daughter had taken it. So I was like, oh no, oh no. Anyways, a fun point works really good with these though, because a lot of them are thinner and different ways too. So you could see here, I took this little decorative bar and I just added a little doodling right here onto this paper. And it was super easy to add a little extra detail just to kind of personalize it, customize it. And of course, I really love these little brackets, something that you can kind of place on top of or surrounding something in your elements. So super easy. And then over here on this side, just again, just kind of highlighting a few different ways, and then we're going to create and play with it as well. But I have probably used these little triangles the most. And I often just want, I don't know, just something simple, subtle, and I just usually just doodle them around a straight edge just to kind of break up a little bit of the white space. You know, I like white space, but every once in a while I just want a little extra thing. So I'll be honest, I use probably the most on this, I use these little arrows, just something that kind of points towards it. But I do often use these, not just all the time for doodling, but for stencil. So when I say stenciling, it's like where you take a scrap of paper, for example. Let's put this to the side. I have this out. And you can put the design onto your paper, and I'm just going to line it right there up with the edge. Take a pencil, and then of course trace it out like all the other designer templates, but then you can cut it out. So not only can you doodle with them, but you can add these fun little designs, itsy little designs here and there on your page for little tiny accent pieces. And sometimes just having that little piece, you know, like, so for example, on this layout, this little section was just it was just purely just like decorative. It was just to kind of bring up some of this weight, I guess you could say, here at the bottom of my page. And it was some of those final details. I had not necessarily started that design process with this in mind, but by the time I kind of got this part down, it felt a little heavy on the bottom. Let me boot that up. And so by just adding a little extra little elements here, it wasn't too competitive, but it did bring up not only the black, of course, from the bottom, the color up here, but it gave me a little place to just kind of have, I don't know, just some fun decorating just small elements. So that little tag was super fun to pull from Quirky, and I also pulled this little tag from Quirky as well. Really, you know, I thought, oh, maybe I should put something on here, like a word or a date, because that would be really fun with this specific little tag here that you see here on Quirky. It could be great for little tags if you want just a little something up here. Again, not too, you know, distracting or anything like that. But I thought, you know what, I just really want it to be an accent piece. And sometimes you do just want them to be accent pieces, just for that added touch of color or, you know, movement on the page or anything like that. And so that was really fun. And again, those were from the Create a Life You Love. And so you could see lots of fun ways. Debbie and Shiloh also, you'll see now that I'm pointing them out, this even more when you're looking at the use of Quirky, because it's, again, these little subtle touches that sometimes you have to like be looking for, but they do really accentuate and like aesthetically bring the page together in small ways. Even this little banner, as silly as like just that small detail is, I just was loving how it just really kind of grounded the hearts, and it gave it a little bit more personality for the most part. And so that's kind of this this banner here. And if you joined me from World Card Making Day, which I still have not added my photo, I am doing it tonight. I sat down and I said I'm doing it tonight, and I'm gonna get this out. The week is not over, so I'm still good. Anyways, I added it to the card too. So simple, easy ways to kind of have fun with that. That was from World Card Making Live. That was a lot of fun. If you haven't checked out that video, you can still catch the replay. So just little details. Here is here is that little arrow that I told you that I use often. So often I use this, and you know, I had so this is really honestly the thought process to show you also where Quirky can come in handy. I had put the title homemade here, and I was really torn because I wanted to put homemade, but it felt lonely. It felt really lonely up here, right? The circle, the ring felt a little bit too big for it. And then I thought, well, maybe what I would do is just balance it. So I'm trying to hide that so you guys can see kind of my thought process. But I thought, well, maybe if I put homemade, right? Like the made, so that the width of homemade went across there. But then of course the yellow blended with the yellow, and I was just like, that's not gonna work. So really the way I took advantage of the width of the ring, which is where I was trying to bring that kind of structure of the focus of this title that I was emphasizing specifically on this layout, I just decided to have half of it be decorative and half of it be the title, right? And so then it took up the space that I was hoping that it did, instead of, you know, forcing the title to take up the whole space. And so, of course, I used the heart, and then it still felt a little bit, because you can imagine, it felt a little bit like it was missing something. And usually whenever I have that feeling, that kind of feeling, oh, what's it missing? This is the first thing I've learned to now ask myself, what can I layer with it? Adding a layer or one or two details usually takes that feeling right away. So sometimes if I'm like, it feels like it's missing something, I'm just like, okay, let me see what else I can layer with it. And the great thing about layering, of course, with designer templates in general is that you already have what you need in your paper stash. Usually one more added layer is just using the scraps up. It's usually just taking one of the other designer templates and adding it on top. So that's kind of what I did here with this arrow, is I added it to the top of the heart, and it worked. And I didn't feel like it was missing anything after that. So that was really fun. So those are, of course, a few examples. And then inside of the Halloween kit, I saw that Debbie, which I just loved, I saw that she took the haunted house. Did you guys see this? And I wanted to make one tonight because I actually thought, you know what, I want to make one together. But the haunted house from the haunted accessory set, let me pull that out really fast. If you guys have this one, like, 'tis the season, pull it out, right? Let's use that again and create many things from start to finish. And nothing like to get you in the mood than some great seasonal creating. It really does bring in the mood. But we also unjust vaulted this for the season. So if you don't have haunted yet, then this is the chance to get it. It will go back into the vault as a very limited amount for just the season. But with that said, haunted, she used the haunted house, and she used, we're gonna create it together. She used these tags to create shingles on her house. Guys, I just was like, what? That is so cute. And also I wanted to mention, if you happen to get the trick or treat set as a Kiwi Club member, you should have already gotten it. I hope everyone's gotten it by now. It's the 5th. The team worked so hard to get those out. You guys will have to let me know if you got yours yet or not. I hope you did. Anyways, I wanted to point out these lovely little extra faces here, okay? And that you can use these faces in place of this one from the Quirky set to have some fun with the facial expressions of your ghost. So these are really cute, and this was requested from a lot of people in the community to have some just additional faces they could put on like pumpkins, or, you know, in this case you could use it on the ghost. So super fun. Okay, just to show you how easy, let me go ahead and take a layout. So for example, this is the layout. Actually, this kiddo is Sonia's son. I had this layout, and I did not have pictures for it, and she did, and so she texted me her pictures, and I am going to ship her this layout. I'm not going to keep a layout of her son, but you know, I was looking at this page before I do ship it to her, kind of the same thing. Sometimes, guys, sorry, it's not like as up as it usually is. I wasn't necessarily, let me pull it up again. There we go. She always calls him the kid. I asked her why. I'm assuming Sonia in the comments. And she said that her husband is, they speak Spanish, and they kind of actually use terms like that. And so she's like, I just picked it up. And I was like, oh, that's too funny. I did ask her, and then to come to find out, there was a reason. And so I'm glad that I asked her. All right, so going back to this layout. So for example, I didn't add, you'll see it's all paper. I didn't add many embellishments to this page, right? But I am going to add just a little bit of doodling. Sometimes it is nice to add the little brads or buttons or things like that. But you know, sometimes it's not. You don't have to go heavy on the embellishments. So for example, if maybe you want to add it to this dragonfly here, instead of buttons, we can add a little bit of texture, even though it's not the filling tie texture. Sometimes just other types of patterns or dimension kind of give that same effect as texture, in a sense. So in this case, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the doodle sheet, and I'm just going to trace along that design. So whether you do it initially or again, I always tell everyone, there's oftentimes when I finish my layout, the last step is what I call the final details. Sometimes you step back and you just take a look and see what those final details are. So simple, easy, fun, and I love it because like it almost brings out, accentuates the dots in that pattern here a little bit more, so it really kind of complements that. I'm going to use my lovely triangles that I use so much, and I'm just going to put those right here along the arrow from the Tiny Explore set, just to make it feel a little bit more substantial as well. Sorry, thinking as I go. So see how just sometimes those little details can really go a long way. Now, it's easy to go overboard. Like I'm like, ooh, I could add some here, or I could add some there, right? So you do want to keep a balance. I'll be honest, you do want to kind of keep some type of that balance. Talking about balance, I definitely think because I have a dragonfly on the other side of this layout that I might as well add these dots down the middle of my dragonfly on this side. Now I'm just tracing the outside edge. Of course, you could color these in if you're looking for more of like not that stenciled doodle look, but you want to make it a little bit more solid. So I just decided to do them as open versus solid. So simple, easy way to kind of add, again, some of those doodling effects. So fun. Yay! Okay, you guys got your kits and you're working on them today? Oh, we're all feeling it. Wednesday must be the day. Okay, so we were actually talking about that. We were trying to decide, and I honestly, okay, sorry, let me ask the question first. Sometimes I get ahead of myself, but if there's a day that most of us scrapbook or create most often, you know, I was thinking about it. For me, I am pretty heavy on work. Yes, work. Throughout the week. Computer work, meetings, all of that. I have to, you know, we have to finish up products and get those out on time. Like, it is just meetings after meetings after meetings. So I usually create on the weekends. I am pretty typical that way. If I have like things like dinner got done and the dishes got cleaned and the kids are quiet, like I'll find some time, and I will be honest, I think most of that happens usually on a Thursday for me. But I was just curious, like, do you guys find that there's a day that maybe you naturally tend to create more often throughout a given week? You'll have to let us know. I think we're going to do a survey because Sonia was really curious. We might do a survey in the community just to kind of get a sense of that. I was just curious if there was. But it sounds like a few of you guys are creating tonight. So that must mean that something's happening off, right? We must be putting the right foot forward for the month of October. Something must be going right because it's Wednesday, and that's a good sign, guys. That's a really, really good sign. Okay, so other than that, you guys, here's another layout that I thought I would, how cute would this be? To add a little bit of detail around the arrows or the trails, right? So I didn't pull the paper out, but just similar to what I did with the hearts here. So again, just to kind of expand on this kind of concept that leads to another thing here. I thought, oh gosh, that would be so cute to add kind of an arrow. And then I'm probably gonna go get my stickers now that I think about it. Let me trace the arrow because this is another arrow I use often. Just so you guys can see how cute it is once you doodle it on. And this really works great because this color is also a light one. And then I'm probably gonna put like the date because I haven't put the date on this one yet. So sometimes I go back, I add little journaling, little touches, things like that. Super fun. All right, who wants to make a haunted house with me? Okay, I figured, you know what, I'm gonna throw a haunted house in there. It was kind of selfish. I wanted to make one after seeing Debbie's adorable haunted house. And I think what I'm gonna do is actually, I'll create my haunted house and I'm gonna probably put it on the snap frame that I want to work on. And so maybe little by little, one little piece, I'll create the haunted house tonight, I'll create some ghosts tomorrow, and then I will share with you my finished snap frame, little by little, small pieces to make it happen sometimes is the way to go. All right, let me put these away, kind of have a pile sitting here now in front of me. And I'm going to pull out the here, and I just loved how she used this jingles. It was just such a fun way. Again, there's so many cute things that you can do on here. Check out the PDF. These adorable letters, Shiloh and Debbie both used them on their layouts. Little speech bubbles. I've used the music notes often. I'll be honest, the one I haven't used much is the @ sign, which just surprises me. I honestly have not used that one much. So yeah, or the little push pin, although that's really cute, and I think it would be really fun on a little cute love note or something. Because again, you can use these, so my daughter loves bullet journaling. She's currently serving a mission, and she actually did take a set of Quirky. I told her she should take more because they're not that heavy in her suitcase, but she did take Quirky, and she has tried to keep up on her journaling because it really is therapeutic for her. So lots of fun ways that you can, you know, think outside of the box and use these shapes with other designer templates And just overall, the Quirky sheet lets you kind of stencil embellishments anytime you're crafting, just with a pen, or of course you're using your paper. So lots of really fun ways, and they include both the sheets. Both of the sheets come in that set. Marshall says, I keep my Quirky templates out on my desk all the time. Well, there you go. I know, I really should keep them out in Central, because like I said, it's always that last step, the final details, the last embellishments that can come in handy. All right, I'm pulling out my paper. Like I said, I want to make a quick little haunted house with my shingles. And I'm gonna go with a purple house. I really love this purple. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the purple. I mean, purple's a great time for this kit. When we designed this kit, not only, of course, we were thinking about Halloween, but it comes with 3 different themes. We wanted to, of course, the sweet shop, if you have any birthdays, or if you stop at a candy store, which I actually did. We stopped in Georgia at a really cute, like, vintage candy shop, so that was really fun. And of course the adorable ghost. So 3 different things you can do. Kind of a general one where you just use these kind of papers together, or you can take the polka dot and do something like that, but really kind of be inspired by the colors, or of course be inspired by the different themes in this kit. But the point that I was just kind of trying to make is that a lot of times purple's really hard actually to find many colors that work with it, and so you don't see it often. I know people mention they're like, I can't find a lot of paper with purple, and I'm like, oh, that's because there's actually reasons to that, but it works for Halloween. And we made sure to throw some pinks in and just different things than the typical orange and black for this type of Halloween vibe. But like I said, it's not just Halloween. But yeah, that was our goal. That was our objective, was to create a line that wasn't just black and white or black and orange. Because even when it comes to costumes, like I remember when my kids were younger, I was always like, their costumes are so colorful. So anyways, so I'm really loving this purple in this line. I hope you guys are as well. So with that said, where did my purple go? There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and trace this guy out. I think it could be really cute to also maybe add some little cute, I don't know, we'll see here. But, so what I was sharing with you, she took this tag and she created little shingles. So I wanted to create one because it's October. Why not? All right, so let me trace this little guy out. I'm so excited to see what you guys create with this kit. And if you haven't had a chance or you're not sure, you can check out this kit in the shop. Again, these are limited stock. But with that said, they're really cute. So lots of fun. I'm going to detach that. Makes it a lot easier. Perfect. You guys, I wanted to watch Hocus Pocus this last weekend, but we decided to save it for Halloween night. Has anybody watched it, the new Hocus Pocus? I mean, don't spoil anything, but I mean, I'm sure we all kind of know what the story plot's like, but I was so wanting to because I was in the mood and I thought, oh, I really want to watch Hocus Pocus, but I got outvoted. So we will wait till Halloween, which with the way the months are going, it will be here before we know it. It will be here way before we know it. Okay, so I'm going to start with the shingles because that's what I'm really most excited about. when I saw that she used the Quirky sheet to do them, I just thought, oh, that is so, so cute. So cute. I'm just giving it a nice clean edge really fast. Mostly because I could have waited till the end, but mostly because it's really satisfying to me. So it's kind of like that instant gratification that I'm like, oh, I like doing that. You're waiting too also. Okay, well, for Halloween night too, so we'll all be into that together. Montana says that you're supposed to hold the scissors with the writing on the left. The writing on the left. Oh. I just pick up my scissors and I cut. I just pick them up and cut. I don't really look at them. I just go, go, go. I don't know, Sharon. I'll have to look into that. That's interesting. I don't know if it makes a difference per se, but maybe it does. Who knows? Okay, so then let me pull out this polka dot here. I'm trying to decide, do I want black shingles, or I think Debbie did, I think she did green, and I just love how bright the green is. Oh, they sharpen themselves that way. Okay, well, that's kind of worth it. You know what, I've had these scissors, these red ones, gosh, they're probably going on 5 years. Usually I'll take tin foil to sharpen my scissors, and I have not done that with it. Now, with that said, I did notice that I should probably make an effort to do that, because I'm starting to reach for these other pair of scissors. Really honestly, again, whatever's in hand reach, I just reach for and just cut away. But I did pick these up because they are newer and I've had these for a long time. Also because my kids kept stealing them and I thought, well, maybe I'll just get another pair. So surprisingly, they have lasted a very long time without me even having to sharpen them. But it's good to know that that's a thing, that's a thing. That's really good to know. Thanks, Sharon, for passing that along. Linda's one smart gal, too. Okay. All right. So, black shingles, green shingles. Ah, oh, so cute. The green is so cute. Let's go green. Because I don't get to use it much. But this is the time. This is the season to use it. In this case. Okay, so what I was sharing about the shingles, she just cut a lot of tags and then we're gonna layer them on our roof, okay? So that's basically, I think, all she did, and it was just so simple and such a cute layering effect. So I'm gonna start by cutting just a few of these triangles. I don't think I need to do the whole width, so I'm not gonna do the whole width. I'm just gonna do just part of it. So this is gonna take me a moment to do this. So what are we gonna chat about in the meantime, you guys? And again, it just shows that these little, how awesome the doodle sheet is for little details, just those random little details that sometimes we need on those things. And I'm not sure how many she did. So we're just gonna do, I guess we'll answer that here at the end of this video, how many she did. So again, I'm gonna take this haunted house once it's finished and I'm gonna add it to a adorable snap frame. You know what, we should have, if you guys haven't created seasonal snap frames, maybe we'll do a Halloween snap frame party. That could be really fun. I'll have to talk to the team, see if we have any kind of sooner than later, because it'll be here before you know it, which is why I'm like wanting to break it down into small pieces and then do that. Okay, so the left side. You said the left side? Make sure it's on the left side. Got it. I'm going to cut these off. And we're going to shingle up our house. We once had to shingle our roof. That was a lot of work. I mean, we didn't do it, but I'm just saying in general, like it took them a few days to do it. And so I'm thinking paper shingles is a lot easier and a lot cheaper to do than actually shingling your house. All right. So I'm just gonna cut, I just cut a line and then I go back and forth and cut some of those. Of course, I'm just gonna ink them as I go because I'm gonna want to ink them anyways. And then I'll cut the next one. So what she did is she basically put them, and we'll trim up the edges, but you can see how cute all of those little details, those little layers. That's gonna be so cute. This actually makes me think of something that Mary Snyder would do because she's adds little fun details, little detailed details like this. So fun. I think it's worth it. So cute. So the question is, how many tags do you think it's gonna take? You guys guess. Let me know in the comments. And you gotta guess soon. You gotta guess soon before we get to the finish line here. Actually, I'm not gonna add any more so nobody else can get any guesses. How many tags will it take? And we're just gonna cover this little triangle right here. Maybe we'll cover the other one, but just this little triangle. We're gonna cover that top of our roof. 42, I'm gonna have to go back and look. Jill says 42, Tricia says 27, Mary says 13. All right, let's do 13. Cassandra says 12, Lori says 18, 14. All right, some of you guys, well, I'm hopeful that if some of us are like 14, 15, I might just have to trace out the ones I did. Hopefully that's the case. I love it. Samira says 20, 24. Okay, let's see who's right here. A moment on this. That'd be great. Can you guys imagine it? I'm imagining it. It's gonna be really, really cute. Did you guys see Debbie's sample? Because if you did, then you probably already know how cute it's going to be because it's so cute. So, so cute. Whoops. I need to keep my scraps away from my finished tags. Don't get those mixed up. Little tip there. Don't get those mixed up. How are those? 23, 28. They are covering the space a little bit more than I thought at the bottom. And then of course, just adding some cute windows. There's so many fun ways that you can dress up this lovely haunted house. And if you can dress it up with the Quirky set, how fun is that? Super cute. Okay, I'm just gonna finish cutting them. Maybe I didn't need them all, based off of some of you guys' guesses. Maybe I didn't need to even cut them all. But I'm in the cutting zone. I might as well stay focused on that, and then I'll go to the next phase. Okay. Ink, 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 ink. Time to get the fingers dirty. You don't really have to ink. Well, I have pencil. I can see my pencil and the ink just kind of covers them. I was gonna say you don't really have to. It's, I guess, just a preference, however you wanna go about that. Whoops. Guys, I think some of you might be correct. They might be under, let me pull out my glue here. I actually have no idea. We're gonna find out who was right here in a moment. I'm with you. I have to ink no matter what as well. But like I said, it's so habit now. I always feel a little like, I'm like, you guys have probably seen that. I'll do lives where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm just gonna ink at the end. And then I end up just inking because it's just a habit. I just get lost in it, which is great because my mind's just kind of focusing on that. And that's always nice when we can turn our brains off for a little bit and just create. That's a good sign. But I do enjoy it. It's just kind of it's easy. It's not complicated. It's not a complicated technique, but it does make a difference. It's really nice. I like the finished touch that it gives it. Okay, and it doesn't have to be dark either. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what we have here. Starting with the bottom layer and working our way up. Come on, glue. I did leave you open earlier. Okay. There we go. Just gonna add some glue. I'm just gonna add it all the way up for now. Okay. And again, you're gonna hang it off the side, and I'm gonna do kind of like them a little offbeat. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys counting with me? 5. This is my first counting all of these things. I've never done that in the live yet. 6, 7. Trying to think here. Do I want to go all the way over on that corner? It's probably like right there. So 7. I might do both. I might do both ceilings. It would be so cute. Both roofs, whatever. 7, 8, 9. Whoops. Got a little happy there. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Some of you guys said 12 or 13. We're already past it. So 12, 13. Right? I didn't get it off. I'm at 13, right? Okay, 13. 14. Someone's probably just jumping on the live and they're like, why are we counting? 14. 15. Whoop, make sure it goes the right direction. 16. 17. 18. No, I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I'm gonna have to cut more. 19. So we're past 19. We're past 20. 21. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna finish this. Okay, I gotta cut him a few more, y'all. A few more. Wait, I just said 21, right? We're at 21. Somebody tell me what we were just at. Maybe it's a whole 12-inch. Maybe that's what I needed to do, was actually finish the length of the 12-inch paper. That's the lucky number here. Finishing all the way to the end of the paper, which only gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that's all it'll take. Let's see. What do you guys think? No, I wasn't going to do shingles on both with my guess. When I had you guys guessing, I was just going to do the one roof. But I'm now looking at how cute it is, and I might choose to do shingles on both. I don't know, just in general. But who knows? We can change it up and just do a fun little rooftop. Actually, I think Debbie actually did this one with the shingles, but that's why I think both would be really cute. Either one works though. I think either one is super cute. we'll just find, again, keep the scraps away from the final ones. Susan, I'm talking to myself here. All right. Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We'll see. 21, right? I left off at 21, right? Okay. Lori, she just did, oh, good. It is really turning out cute. It's making me happy tonight. Just what I needed on a Friday, or a Wednesday. It's not Friday yet. You used the haunted house last week. Now I have to go back and redo my house. Well, you know, houses have to get reshingled all the time. That's a thing. So you could just go and reshingle your house. It needs a new roof. Okay. And then I'll have to trim off the excess once it all dries. Let me see, do I think it needs one more? I think, do one. I'm gonna determine to do the whole 12-inch, so I'm gonna make it work. That's it, guys. Oh wait, I lost my count. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26, you guys. I'm gonna have to go see who was right. Let me see all the comments. I'll have to pull them back up. Why won't it show me? Okay, who guessed 26? I feel like I saw it 26 somewhere. I'll have to go back and look. Now I just need to wait till it dries, and then I'll turn it over, and then I'll just trim off the excess there. Isn't that so fun? Yeah, I was really inspired by that when I saw that, and I knew. So hopefully you guys are inspired by it as well. And yes, if you want to go reshingle a house or two, it was worth it. If you ask me, that last 10-15 minutes was worth it. It was really fun. All right, so do you guys want me to finish my house, or should I finish it and then show you guys later? Oh, it's drying pretty fast. That's really great. I think I'm gonna add a little polka dot top here, because I do love polka dot. Do love me some polka dot. And then I'll just add the door and the windows, and we'll call it good. So I'm gonna add a polka dot top over here. I don't know what Debbie did on hers. I wonder if she used polka dot too. She loves polka dots too, so I wouldn't surprise me, tell you the truth. Because every time we say polka dot, either one of us, we both get giddy, because we're just like, polka dots are the best. They're so cute. They really are. My kids bought me polka dot pajamas once, because they were like, Mom, we thought of you. And I was like, those are adorable. Polka dot pajamas. That's cute too. Okay. Did I cut that wrong? There we go. And then I'm gonna personally grab my scissors out here and maybe add just a lining of green. So let me do that really fast. Let me see. Kind of cut the base of the house here with shape scissors. So for example, you can just cut a strip, really, is what you can do. It's just cut that off. We're gonna just tuck that behind. So really, honestly, you just cut a strip. It would be way easier than what I just did. And then we'll tuck that, kind of like peeking out. Isn't that fun? And then trim off that little edge. Maybe a little pop-up. Pop-up is always much appreciated. Let me go ahead and glue this guy down. little trimming here to kind of mimic our shingles on the other roof. Then I'm going to add a little pop-up for our polka dots here. Trisha was our closest. Is that what the consensus is? There we go. I'll have to go and look again. I don't know. Well, I was gonna do, then the winner can get quirky, so I guess better go look and see. You guys let me know. What is the consensus? I trust you guys. Sorry, this didn't go on straight. And I don't know why my thing won't pull up. There. Oh, I don't want to hear myself. Hold on. No, mute. I guess 25, so close. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 76. Did I see a 26? There was a 25 and a 27. We had a tie, and one said 25 and one said 27. Who's the 27? I think the rule is that it can't be under. It has to be the closest without going over, right? Usually that's the guessing game rule. I feel like that's the guessing game rule. I don't know. Cassandra, you're on it. Okay, Lisa and Trisha. Okay, I'm gonna go with both of you guys. How about that? Lisa and Trisha, you both won a quirky. I want you to email support and support@kiwilane.com. I'll let them know that you are lucky winners and just let them know that you won the quirky set from tonight. Okay? Support@kiwilane.com. Cute. I actually kind of like, it was an accident at first, but then I went back and I did it again because I really liked how it was kind of a little off. It is really cute. Actually makes me think of Disneyland at Halloween time. I don't know, something about it is just really making me, the fun quirkiness about it, hence quirky. Have you guys been to Disneyland at Halloween? I would say it's probably my favorite time to go. Like, hands down. I think it's just so much fun. Love it. You're welcome. Woo-hoo. Yay. All right, let's finish up our haunted house with a little bit of spooky windows and some, I guess I could do some yellow windows or black windows. And that, I thought I had some black. Oh yeah, I have some scraps of paper here. That's all we really need. And so I'm just going to use those as a stencil here because this is so adorable. Again, if you don't have this haunted accessory set and you're loving it, make sure to grab it from the shop while you can for the season. So it is unvaulted and will not be available after this set is gone. So get it while you can for the season to scrapbook all those lovely Halloween memories for those of you that have lots of pictures and moments. And then I'll probably just take the white pen and keep it pretty simple and doodle some things on. I'm gonna finish out my elements, so I'm definitely gonna do a ghost for my snap frame. Probably some pumpkins. So this is just step one of my snap frame. But I'm gonna do lots and lots of other fun little decorative things. But I'll share that with you guys at another time. But for the most part, that's our little house. I'll probably put some shingles or some, why am I spacing the word? Why am I spacing it? Some shutters. Some shutters on here as well, just to add a little touch of color. Super fun. Okay, and then we could even just make sure my white pen, I need two. I think my white pen's getting low. I need to go get another one. Cassandra was at the Magic Kingdom exactly 1 year ago on a Make-A-Wish trip for my son. Oh, Cassandra, how wonderful. Did it pop up in your memories to remind you? I love when that happens. But what a special memory. That's wonderful. Awesome. Probably should have just drew these on before I cut them out. It would have been a lot easier. It's not that hard. My nails are mostly getting in the way. There we go. We'll do a little handle. Nothing too fancy. I was gonna maybe put the little round window up here, but I don't know if I want to cover my shingles, so. But the windows would be cute with some shutters, don't you guys think? Cordelia, oh, did you just make that, or are you talking from last year? Yes, that mini album. It is up on the website under the courses. It was a really fun one. Yes. Yep, it was really fun. We have another album coming out soon, Gwendolyn, that you're gonna probably love. So keep an eye out for that one. We'll share more details soon. And yes, Trisha, I think you must create a house with some shingles very, very, very soon. And then share it with us in the community. How about everybody go and create a house? Decorate it, be fun, make it yours, put some trimming on it, whatever your heart desires. And make sure to share it with me in the community so I can celebrate what you create with you, because that's always fun. Always, always fun. I'm trying to think what shingles, maybe some blue shingles. I think so. I think so. So I'm just going to cut some squares and place those on the side of my windows here. And then I'll glue those down. Yeah, that little added touch of color really makes a difference. It's super fun. Cute. Whoops. And I think we need some up here too. I'm reaching for my scraps. I have little scraps here. Still sitting out on my table from creating with the Kiwi Club Kit. I'll get to cleaning it up soon. If I clean up, then I can't create, right? Isn't that how you guys feel sometimes? I feel that way all the time. If I clean up, then I'll be not spending that time creating. So it does need a good cleaning though. This room is getting to that point. Oh, you guys, so fun. I love it. I can't wait to share the rest of my snap frame creation with you guys. This is just one, but thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And of course, check out the Quirky designer template. Trisha, make sure to email support. Okay, both of you guys make sure to email support there, Lisa and Trisha. And the flash sale, that goes through the that goes through the 8th, October 8th, okay? So get your hands on this lovely thing. It's a great collection to your designer template. So many ways to use it. It really is just a fun little extra touch, and that's really what it does, is just fun little details. Whether you're using them as a doodle sheet or little details in stenciling, such a fun one to kind of have in hand reach to pull out and to play to create with. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening again. Thanks so much for joining me. Share with me if you guys end up creating one. I really, really want to see it. Let's just all create spooky houses this Halloween. It's a whole lot easier actually than decorating your house, right? I do enjoy decorating my house, but it's a whole lot easier, that's for sure. All right, take care. Bye, guys. See you soon.